It's after 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
Right now on the 10 o'clock news.
A somber day aboard the Intrepid and in cities and towns across the tri-state as New Yorkers and Americans honor the memories of those who made the ultimate sacrifice on this Memorial Day. Good evening. I'm Natasha Verma.
And I'm Steve Lacey. We're going to show you the sights and sounds from Memorial Day events across the region, but we want to start at the Intrepid Sea, Air, and Space Museum. And
that's where we find Fox 5's Ashley Rodriguez. She shows us hundreds of veterans and active members of the armed forces paid tribute to the nation's fallen heroes.
This Memorial Day at the Intrepid Sea, Air, and Space Museum, veterans, active duty, friends, and family were not only encouraged to remember the past, but to consider the future of America's military.
It is unfortunate when we realize that only a portion, 38% of Americans are stating that they're extremely proud of their country.
According to Mayor Eric Adams, that number plummets among 18 to 24-year-olds, the ages of many of the men and women who served and sacrificed their lives in wars fought not so long ago.
I'm also paying respect for the ones I lost in Desert Storm that didn't come back.
While nationally, patriotism may be losing popularity, New York showed a penchant for Military Pride Monday.
When we honor people who come before us, we embody their spirit.
Speakers reminded the crowd of the proximity we have to war as the Russian invasion of Ukraine enters its second year, and to never forget that American freedom comes with a cost.
This is a great country. Don't let anyone fool you or to believe that it is not. Don't allow people to take away what we represent.
In talking with the veterans, they admitted today is definitely a sad day, but at the same time, it's a day that fills them with pride. So yes, enjoy your barbecues, eat your hot dogs and hamburgers, but as you do so, remember the military men and women who made the peace we live in possible. Ashley Rodriguez, Fox 5 News.
And crowds lined the streets in Queens today for the Little Neck Douglaston Memorial Day Parade. It's set to be one of the largest Memorial Day parades in the country. Organizers say it's an important tradition to keep alive.
It's just a great way to make sure that our younger generations recognize the importance of Memorial Day and why we celebrate it. Obviously to honor the men and women who've made the ultimate sacrifice for our country. So we're just so pleased to be out here for the 96th year.
Absolutely. There were roughly 2,000 marchers that included veterans, military groups, police, and firefighters.
Dozens of athletes on Long Island spent this Memorial Day raising money in the name of a Navy SEAL who made the ultimate sacrifice. The Murph Challenge was created to honor Lieutenant Michael Murphy. He was born and raised in Suffolk County and was awarded the Medal of Honor for his service in Afghanistan. He was killed in June of 2005 when his helicopter was shot down during a mission. The annual event raises money for Murphy's Scholarship Foundation.
I think if we don't do stuff like this, you know, and have museums like this, those memories don't last.
I'm in the military, and it's about supporting all of those who have came before us and supported us in our freedoms.
To date, more than $2 million has been raised, and the foundation awarded 34 scholarships in 2022 alone.
And the President and First Lady marked Memorial Day at Arlington National Cemetery.
Present! Arms!
As you can see there, Biden took part in the traditional wreath-laying ceremony at the tomb of the unknown soldier and shortly after gave remarks to pay tribute to the fallen.
All right, and the weather was perfect for the parades and Memorial Day events across the area.
Absolutely. Audrey is here now with the first look at the weather, and it was a little windy also, Audrey.
It was a little windy, made it for a little bit of a chill, especially once the sun began to set just a few hours ago. But it was a great end to what was a spectacular weather weekend all across the tri-state area. The high temperatures today were above average yet again. We were in the 80s up in the Hudson Valley, 75 in White Plains. We hit 79 here in Central Park with 77 in Islip. Right now we've cooled it off to the 60s in the city. We have clear skies out outside at 64 in LaGuardia, with 59 degrees being reported out towards Atlantic City. Things are nice and dry. Will stay that way for the rest of the evening. We have those clear skies overhead. That will continue for the rest of the night. And as we go into tomorrow, a high pressure will continue to be our influence, which will also bring us another dry and comfortable day across the region. Just to the south here, I know those of you in southern New Jersey kind of saw a lot more in the way of cloud cover this weekend. There is a system sitting in the mid-Atlantic that we've been on the northern fringe of here in this part of the tri-state area. But for the most part, most people will be seeing generally quiet conditions overnight tonight and into tomorrow as well. Overnight, we'll drop back into the 50s in the city. We'll start out with sunshine once again tomorrow, and we have some summer heat headed our way. I'll have the details coming up. Steve and Natasha?
All right, thanks, Audrey. Now to breaking news out of the Bronx, where the father and the mother of a 3-month-old baby found dead in the woods near the Major Deegan have been arrested in connection with her death.
Fox 5's Kendall Green is live in the concourse section of the Bronx with these new developments in this investigation. Kendall.
Hey, good evening, Steve and Natasha. It's an unthinkable crime, and as you just said, police just confirmed that the mom and dad had been charged in that baby girl's death. Now, NYPD says 23-year-old Damian Comminger, the girl's father, will face charges of murder, manslaughter, and concealment of human corpse related to the infant's murder. And 20-year-old Ivana Pelosi, the baby's mom, will face 2 charges: concealment of human corpse and obstructing governmental administration. Now, police say around 8:30 yesterday they found the body of 3-month-old Genevieve Comminger in the woods near West 161st Street and Major Deegan Expressway here in the Bronx. It's near the same address a shelter police list as the home of record for the baby girl. Comminger, on the way out of the 44th precinct, told reporters, quote, "I love my daughter. I'm sorry. It was a mistake." This innocent life cut short has sent shockwaves across the Bronx, many learning about the baby's murder just this afternoon.
A 3-month-old. That's, wow, okay. No, that's sad.
That's very devastating.
Really?
It is. That's sad. Who would do that?
It shocked me. Yeah, what you're telling me now, it really does shock me.
Police haven't shared the details as how the baby died or what caused her death specifically, but they do know who they believe was responsible. Live from the Bronx, Kendall Green, Fox 5 News.
Just awful news there, Kendall. Thank you. We're following breaking news out of Hollywood, Florida. At least 9 people have been hurt in a shooting along a beach boardwalk. A live camera in the area caught people running for cover when the shots rang out just before 7 o'clock. Police believe 2 groups opened fire at each other after some kind of incident near the boardwalk along that busy beach. 1 person is in custody. Police are still looking for the other suspect. Several victims were rushed to a nearby children's hospital. So far, no deaths have been reported.
Lawmakers poring over details of the debt ceiling deal reached over the weekend. The president and Speaker Kevin McCarthy brokered that agreement to avoid defaulting on the national debt. It suspends the debt limit through 2025 and caps federal spending increases at 1% for the next 6 years, despite concessions on both sides. Some Republicans and Democrats aren't happy with the details.
It doesn't get everything everybody wanted, but that's in divided government. That's where we end up. I think it's a very positive bill.
There is no reason why it shouldn't get done by the 5th. I'm confident that we'll get a vote in both houses, and we'll see.
The House Rules Committee will meet tomorrow to prep the bill for full debate. Both the president and speaker are confident it will pass before the government is projected to run out of money on June 5th. Well, it's a moment foodies have been waiting for: the return of the Brooklyn Night Market, where you can take a culinary trip around the globe without leaving the city.
I love that. Fox 5's Arthur Gian has the delicious details so that you can start planning your trip.
What brings you out here?
Food, culture, vibes, and the views.
Welcome to the inaugural night of the Brooklyn Night Market, entering its 2nd year with a following that knows exactly what they're here for. The only problem, navigating all the good choices. Nonye shares her strategy.
I had to narrow it down, make choices, walk back and forth, and then decide.
Nonye's walk took her up and down 36th Street from 2nd to 3rd Avenues in Sunset Park. With more than 60 vendors, you can get a culinary tour of the world without a pricey airline ticket. Even a simple welcome comes in different tongues.
Kumusta kayo lahat?
Los invito a todos.
请来尝试一下我们的食物。
Come on down and try the authentic Jamaican food.
All the vendors, including the Filipino family behind Lechon Bay, comes in for the Brooklyn Night Market every last Monday of the month through October. Otherwise, we'd have to drive up to 2 hours to get to their restaurant in Bergenfield, New Jersey. Anybody who's been in New York long enough knows that not all street markets are created equal, and the organizers behind Brooklyn Night Market say their intention is to have vendors from all over to create a sense of community.
We meet with the organizers, and we want to make sure it's really something that's part of the community, something that's Brooklyn, something that's small business, and you get to know when you talk to the folks that are actually doing it, you get to know their energy.
A sense of community that's even evident with the competing vendors who set up food trades with each other, not seeing competition, but brotherhood.
Being here is a family. Everyone loves each other.
And you can enjoy this sense of family with a live soundtrack to boot every last Monday, 4 to 10 p.m. all summer long at the Brooklyn Night Market in Sunset Park. Arthur Chien, Fox 5 News.
Oh man, I saw the jerk chicken.
Yeah,
Looks so good. All right, it has been a year of wild weather extremes.
All right, from fires to blizzards, we're taking a look at what some are calling once-in-a-thousand-year weather events.
Plus, the live-action remake of The Little Mermaid won the box office over the weekend, but bots are trying to drag it under the sea, how they're trying to sway online reviews.
And Ibiza.
Have you got a PowerPoint?
Weeknights at 7:30 on Fox 5.
If I could take New York and rub it on my body, I would.
How many brothers and sisters do you have?
You may be one for all I know. I don't know, we keep growing.
I love New York, so filming the city just gets me very excited because when I walk around the city, I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I live here.
Watch Good Day New York on Fox 5.
This may look like an action-adventure movie, but it's a Nissan sales event ad.
Get a low $299 per month lease on the 2023 Nissan Rogue.
These epic offers won't last forever.
Nothing makes less sense than a Popeye's Classic chicken sandwich. Marinated for 12 hours, hand battered, and then breaded, and then we dare to call it fast food. But in NOLA, we throw sense out the window and beads to strangers. We don't make sense, we make chicken.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Gas station approaching. Can we make it on one tank?
Running probabilities. Dad?
Guys, I filled the pickup truck with Amoco Ultimate. We'll go up to 25 miles further per tank in highway driving than with regular fuel.
We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it!
Up to 25 miles further per tank with Amoco Ultimate. Available at BP and Amoco stations. And you could get 5 cents off every gallon with BP Me Rewards.
This may look like an action-adventure movie, but it's a Nissan sales event ad.
Get a low $299 per month lease on the 2023 Nissan Rogue.
These epic offers won't last forever.
You're watching the 10 o'clock news.
From coast to coast, it's been a year of wild weather.
Yeah, from snow and rain to wildfires and tornadoes, it's been a year of extremes.
All right, Fox 5 meteorologist Cheryl Nelson takes a look at what some are calling once-in-a-thousand-year weather events.
Weather, always changing. Always in motion. It impacts us all. But as the climate continues to change, our weather is undeniably becoming more extreme.
Joining me now to talk about all of this is Bernadette Woods-Plackey. She's the chief meteorologist at Climate Central. And Bernadette, thank you so much for joining us. La Nina winters, like this past winter, typically keep the storm track and the bulk of the cold air to the north of the tri-state area. However, this winter was record-breaking in how little snow was measured in Central Park, with only 2.3 inches. Now, can you attribute this to anything other than La Nina, such as globally warming temperatures?
When we aren't getting that moisture matching up with cold enough temperatures, we're seeing this huge drop off in the amount of snow that we're getting overall. So we're getting it in these big snowstorms, but overall we're getting less snow when we look at the longer term trends.
The average snowfall in Central Park is 29.8 inches. But as the climate continues to warm, this average will likely decrease in the coming decades. Also heating up, wildfire season. It's becoming longer. We saw that firsthand just this year with multiple fires reported in the tri-state. The largest, the Canoes Fire in West Milford, New Jersey, just this past April, burning nearly 1,000 acres. It was the largest wildfire in New Jersey since 2010.
In our statistics, when you look at the record of data, that we're getting more and more big events.
From flooding to tornadoes. Is Tornado Alley moving east? On April 30th, a strong EF3 tornado tore through a populated section of Virginia Beach, another weather record. The most powerful tornado ever to hit that city.
When you look at the big picture here, there tends to be that shift east, as you said. So that is into more populated areas and areas that aren't as used to experiencing tornadoes.
Here at home and around the world, natural disasters are on the rise. Catastrophic tornado outbreaks, raging wildfires, relentless rainfall, and more weather extremes are leaving forecasters on edge and on alert. I'm meteorologist Cheryl Nelson, Fox 5 News.
Yeah, it is interesting. I mean, it's been like major weather event after weather event.
No, for sure. Where all these once in a 1,000-year storms seem to be happening all the time. All right, let's go to Audrey now for a look at the forecast. It was glorious out today.
It was different extreme across our area this weekend for sure. We had beautiful weather for the entire holiday weekend for most of the region, and we did it again today with our high of 79 degrees in Central Park. We reached that number at about 2:45 earlier this afternoon, and in previous Memorial Days, it has been quite warm. In fact, the record high for Memorial Day, the holiday itself, was 92 degrees. That's with our warmest one with 1942. It's been as cold as 42 degrees. That was back in the 1800s, though. We had a wet Memorial Day holiday back in 1948. And last year on Memorial Day, we had plenty of sunshine, and it was even warmer with a high of 84 degrees. Right now, we're at 64 in the city, 60 in White Plains, 63 up in Poughkeepsie. We're finding 50-degree readings in Islip as well as down the shore in Belmar. Now, the winds have been brisk. They're coming in anywhere between 10 to 15 miles per hour on average, but they have been gusting a little bit higher than that. And we have an easterly wind flow coming in too. That's a cooler wind flow for us because of the colder ocean water. So that's keeping things a bit chilly, especially across our shore points like the Jersey Shore and parts of Long Island as well. So we have high pressure and control here. Again, an easterly wind coming around it is keeping things a little bit cool for our region. It's also helping to keep this area of low pressure at bay. All weekend long, we were watching this, and we did see it keep to our south, but it did throw some cloud cover across southern New Jersey. For the most part, we are expecting dry weather for everyone tonight, and as this high slides to the east, we will see some clouds begin to build into the region as we go into tomorrow afternoon here. You can see the cloud deck just edging its way closely. We'll see plenty of sunshine across much of the area. It's across coastal New Jersey where we could see more in the way of cloud cover, and that cloud deck kind of moves inland here as we go into Wednesday. So along the coast is where I do anticipate to see more in the way of cloud cover, but we'll have more sunshine moving in towards the Hudson Valley and western portions of New Jersey. High pressure, though, will keep things nice and dry for us as we go into the next couple of days. But again, we'll be watching for clouds just to be hugging the coastline. And also, we have conditions coming out of Nova Scotia where they've had some wildfires, and some of that smoke could actually work its way into our region because of that easterly wind flow. So we could get a bit of a haze in the atmosphere tomorrow, despite all the sunshine that we're expecting across the region. Tonight will be clear across the area. Cold to the north here. We'll have readings in the 40s by tomorrow morning. And then looking ahead at the next several days, tomorrow we'll start out with mostly sunny skies, a bit of a haze towards the afternoon because of the smoky conditions I just mentioned. We're going for a high of 71 tomorrow, so a little bit cooler than what we experienced today. Then we get clouds along the coast on Wednesday. It turns warmer by Thursday, and on Friday we're closing in on 90 degrees, and it will definitely feel like summer, which officially begins on June 21st.
Yeah, first time I'm seeing 90 on the board there.
That's right.
All right, Audrey, thank you. And if you hit the road for the holiday, timing is key when you plan your trip back home. According to AAA, the best time to hit the road is tomorrow before 2 p.m. or after 6 p.m. Drivers can expect the heaviest traffic between 4 and 6 o'clock. There was over 37 million Americans who hit the road this holiday. It was the big hit at the box office this weekend, but the trolls are coming for the live-action remake of The Little Mermaid.
All right, while you might not be able to trust all the online reviews, we're separating facts from flotsam and jetsam next.
The interior of an Infiniti is thoughtfully designed to be all about you. And by you, we mean every version of you. Because there's luxury you can feel, and there's luxury that lets you feel. Infinitely you. Experience luxury like never before in a 2023 Infiniti QX60 at your local Infiniti retailer.
Join happy Optimum customers who love their amazing Optimum 300 meg fiber internet for as low as $30 a month. Alex says the service is superb. Thanks, Alex. We think you're superb too. Get Optimum 300 meg fiber internet for $30 a month with Optimum Mobile for as low as $15 a month. Plus, ask about a $500 Visa prepaid card. For your special offer, call 8884-OPTIMUM. Go to Optimum.com or visit a store today. Get closer, go farther with Optimum.
Are you on your way?
Yep, coming.
And Mom and Dad?
Don't worry, they'll be there.
Happy anniversary!
Make your summer special during the Kia Summer Sales Event with a dependable SUV or a powerful sedan. Lease a new 2023 EV6 Win for $499 a month.
When I was a teenager, I was hit by a drunk driver, but I didn't know how extensive my injuries were until later in life. Years later, I started to develop pain, and the pain got more and more intense, and one day I woke up and I couldn't move my neck. I needed spinal fusion. After my first surgery, I never fully recovered. I developed intense pain that just became too hard to push through. My name's Jackie. I'm a wife. I'm a working mother. This is a story of how I got my life back. When I found HSS, I immediately felt comfortable. When I met my surgeon, he gave me options that weren't available to me at other hospitals. I was just healing, moving back into life naturally. It didn't feel like a recovery. It felt like I got my life back.
It's Teacher's Night.
This season, guest host Nick Cannon gives away the $1 million prize twice. Will these educators be the ones to school Shazam?
Turn their classroom into a cash room.
Tuesday at 8 on Fox 5.
The Little Mermaid remake has been a big hit with fans eager to be part of the world of the new live-action version.
But as Fox 5's Sharon Crowley shows us, it seems like bots are trying to drag it under the sea by working to undermine popular review sites.
It was so good I could cry.
I think that I might want to become a mermaid too.
You want to be a mermaid too?
Yeah.
Disney's live-action remake of the animated classic The Little Mermaid making a splash when it comes to ticket sales. It's also impressing loyal fans of the original.
There's so much diversity in the movie, it doesn't take away at all from the original Little Mermaid at all.
The Little Mermaid did so well at the box office opening weekend, it has many questioning why there are also a number of negative reviews about it online. The Internet Movie Database, IMDb, issuing this warning, saying their rating system detected unusual voting activity for The Little Mermaid.
In Europe, there has been some very strange goings on. We've noticed that in Europe, lots and lots of bad reviews have been popping up, and now people are saying this is very suspicious, and maybe even they are being produced or written by bots, by artificial intelligence.
It's not the first time the film generated online controversy. When the trailer was released, actress Halle Bailey, who plays the mermaid Ariel, faced racist bullying on social media.
The Little Mermaid, when it was announced that we were going to get a brand new version of The Little Mermaid and she was going to be played by a black actress, there was an enormous amount of social media concern, bigotry, racism directed towards this film.
Mermaid may be a victim of so-called review bombing. However, it's also on track to have one of the highest Memorial Day weekend openings ever. Sharon Crowley, Fox 5 News.
Interesting. Beachgoers were faced with some red flags at the beach at Coney Island today. The City Parks Department put up the warnings to signal the possibilities of rip currents in the water. Officials with the department, the FDNY, and other agencies patrolled the area to make sure people followed the rules. The winds also made visibility a challenge, whipping up the sand along the beach. The Parks Department had to close some sections of Coney Island Beach today due to low staffing levels.
So 4 nights a year, the sun sets in perfect alignment with Manhattan's city streets and becomes a sunset phenomena coined by Neil deGrasse Tyson as Manhattan Henge. Tonight is one of those nights. This is video taken around 8:13 showing the half sun. The full sun will be visible tomorrow around the same time. The second set of dates to see Manhattan Henge are July 12th and July 13th. Look at all those people lined up in between now and then.
Runs into the intersection.
Because it's a short window of time that you can catch what's called Manhattan Henge effect.
Yeah, you get some spectacular pics. Just got to be careful out there.
It's beautiful. Well, we've all heard of the phrase pics or it didn't happen.
Well, one bison wasn't down with that at Yellowstone National Park, and now there's a viral video of the close call to prove it.
It's time for the Toyota Traffic Tracker.
I'm Inez Rosales with the Toyota Traffic Tracker. The Cross County Parkway both ways between exits 3 and 4. Various lanes will be closed this week for repairs from 10 a.m. until 2:30 p.m. Tune in to Good Day New York starting at 4:30 in the morning, and I'll keep you updated on your commute.
From moments of awe in front of masterpieces to cry laughing with your tour group. Make memories with Get Your Guide. Unforgettable travel experiences.
This may look like an action-adventure movie, but it's a Nissan sales event ad. Things are heating up. Good thing this Rogue has the most standard safety features in its class. Our competitors can't say that.
Get a low $299 per month lease on the 2023 Nissan Rogue.
Hurry. These epic offers won't last forever.
Dads are special. Fun. Inspiring. Always there for you. So make Father's Day extra special with gifts he'll love from WeatherTech. Floor liners, cargo liner, seat protector, sunshade, ready-to-wash system, and cup phone. Or our newest product, the golf cart mat. Order these American-made gifts or gift card at WeatherTech.com. Have a very happy Father's Day.
The Chevy RS family of SUVs has it all. Whether you want the 10.2-inch diagonal color touchscreen on Blazer or extra peace of mind with Chevy Safety Assist standard on the 2023 Chevy family of SUVs. So take your pick. The choice is yours. Or current qualified lessees can get this Traverse for around $339 a month. Or get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Traverse models when you purchase.
From moments of awe in front of masterpieces to cry laughing with your tour group. Make memories with Get Your Guide. Unforgettable travel experiences.
Well, a tourist got a little too close to the wild in Yellowstone National Park in Wyoming. Video captured the moment she tried to get that Instagram-worthy pic next to a bison. There it is again.
That
the animal
was
wasn't
way
having
too
it though.
close.
Yeah, I know. I'm all for the bison in this situation. It lunged toward her and the other people. The tourist turns and runs, but also then takes a fall. Luckily, everyone got out safely, with the bison letting you know you're in their area. And as it
Get out of my way.
Yeah. All right. That's it for us tonight.
And the Big Bang Theory is coming up next.
Bye-bye.